Will this work? Oh, black. Put that black on. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
All right, Coach, coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports brings us to Southern California and Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Carolina Panthers and our home team.
All right, let's go.
The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready. 60 outlaws. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And all the way down to the 7-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 42 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Running on 1st down, Eckler. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
61, matchbox lights. Hey, foxtrot. 55, 2.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal. From the gun, Herbert, he'll get this to...
It's tackle, baby.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, on comes the Charger kicker, Michael Badgley. Badgley able to punch this one through. And the Chargers grab themselves a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
We out here, man. You know what I'm saying?
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. He finds an opening past the 40. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field. I don't think this is going to stand.
Put the points on the board just yet.
Man, I always been hit on him. But I respect that, though.
Ready. 41 Mike, right here. 41 Mike.
I'm going to go right back.
Shotgun snap to Lock. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away. But it does get away, and it's 2nd down.
Watch the line, young bucks.
3.5 to go, first quarter. From the 30 on 2nd down. Lock. He'll get that to DeValve, the tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Panther first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers have taken the lead. Gano the extra point.
Come on, big dog.
Makes it a 7-3 lead.
Somehow we living out here, big dog. Come on, man.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Fucking reason now. Come on. You're right.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the three-point kicker. Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that.
Toe
Super toe.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Let's see what you got. Get it.
Going on the ground with Eckler. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Whip, 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 whip. Watch the whip. Let's go.
First down, and they stick with Eckler.
Going,
Only muster a
we
yard
going,
here
big
to
dog.
the 38.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying
Knock
to get
it
to
off,
the perimeter,
man.
but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Squeeze. Play. Check 13. Check 13. Now.
Knock it off, man.
Beautifully.
Knock it off,
Their
man.
defenders
Let's go.
stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's
Knock
a
this shit
loss
off,
of
man.
4.
Come on.
Now third down.
Trust him now.
Set up. 90 Wolf. Let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration. Hey, Orbit. Mike 55. Mike 55. Hey, eat. Rock it. 4. Take 4. Take go.
Throwing on third and long. Herbert. This will be caught. Tyrell Williams. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Herbert.
Wow, that was a pick, bro.
6'4" tight end Sternberger. Just a yard on the catch
pick,
there.
bro.
It'll be 2nd and 9.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there
Look
was an
at that
incompletion.
shit.
That
Ball
picked it
skills
off.
are good,
Okay, so
dog.
they gave up the completion.
Come on,
But I
man.
really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Charger football to start quarter number 2. They're looking at a 3rd and 6 here to start things out.
Ready. 10-2 stop. We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go. Hatchet. Pilot, 64, weak. Big grip.
Operating from the gun. Herbert. Open man, it's Allen. And he's got this down to the 35. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 35.
Let's go now.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun. Herbert. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Shaq Thompson just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
There.
Here's Eckler. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event,
This is
the extra
project.
speed
What you
allowed for
talking
great
about,
penetration
man?
as they
This
stuffed
is
that one behind
project.
the line of scrimmage.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today.
That's probably why.
From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. Badgley hit from 59 in his rookie season. This one not quite as long, but he shows off that big leg by hitting another from distance.
Good defense, yo.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Panther first down.
Got it. Check my 45. Check my 45. Hey, 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 hey. 25. You draw Corker. Get it.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Something serious, big dog. Something serious.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Lock to throw on second down. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Here we go. Set. 8-3. Let's go. Snap.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. They fake the handoff, now lock. That's to McCaffrey, complete.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On second down, McCaffrey. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
I got some picking up. Y'all want to see? Watch this.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today. Trying to fit it in the hole, but it's intercepted. Rayshawn Jenkins picks it off. Well, CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a first down for L.A. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 43. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. This quarterback now 10 of 10 to start the game. How about that? As he comes up on a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Herbert. And he will find his man on the outside. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
Oh, he's not in the game. That's fucking. Let's kill that right now. Where the fuck you at? Alright, let's go. I don't know why not in the fucking game.
Just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
22 jet bombers, 22 jet bombers. 55, 55. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Second and 1. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a first down. Around the NFL, second quarter in Santa Clara. And early on, the driver's seat belongs to the Seahawks. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Allen's got it complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11th. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. From the gun, Herbert. Got a man, it's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen as the first half is winding down. And the Chargers are going to retake the lead. Extra point by Badgley up and good. And that'll make this a 6-point game. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
And the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Hey, Charlie.
A final shot before half for Locke. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. Block off of play action. And he's got his target. That's more.
Let's go.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the number 1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a 1st down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
On 1st down, Locke. Out to his left. Now Locke, he lost the football. It's out. And picked up by the Chargers.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
Exactly. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it.
I know we were missing. Let me put you back in, bro. Let me put you back in. Come on. Let's go.
Don't worry about it anymore.
It's a gain of 11. And the Chargers, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
You must be getting tired of seeing me. Slam, slam, slam. 6'6", pull it high. Hey, wahoo! Mike 55, Mike 55. Let's go heavy. Let's go heavy. Heavy, what you got? Get it.
Operating from the gun, Herbert. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down L.A. It was a solid check down there with pressure coming, wasn't it?
It was, because you're trying to go through your progression, and when you have that type of pressure in your face, it changes what you're doing and how fast you have to do your reads, and able to come back and find him in open space. That's a really nice play.
8 more yards this time, coming off back-to-back 1st down pickups.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 17.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1.
Quit talking about it and bring it.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were.
Here we go. 50, plant. 55 to Mike. Cut. 1, 2.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. Now they go screen. It's complete. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's 2nd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. This is a counter play. Eckler. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Looking to throw. Herbert, this will be caught at about the 5. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high-percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time they coughed it up. It led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Melvin Ingram. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Now a play fake, and here's Locke. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it, and he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
On the ground, it's Eckler. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. From the gun, Herbert. And this is complete.
Get a pick, bro.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Ready? 60 outlaw. Here we go. Check 37. Check 37.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Austin Eckler, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chargers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
What the fuck is TJ at? Look him on the ground, bro.
Now the Charger offense will stay on the field as they'll line up to go for the two-point try. Operating from the gun, Herbert. And this one's caught.
Why you pick that shit off, bro?
Fourth quarter lead grows by a couple more. And the formula there on the two-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play.
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up.
And it's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Charger drive about to get going. That turnover might just about do it here. Fourth quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just run the football, run the clock.
Exactly right. They played smart, a couple of first downs, and this one should just about be over.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Once more, here's Eckler. He's going to have the first down past the 20. And he cuts it right sideline. And he'll be taken down at the 26. A big hitter there from deep in their own territory. 69 yards. So forget about any talk of possible safeties. Here's 1st and 10 clear on the other side of the field.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping.
Now a handoff here to his running back. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead.
Could not block that one any better. Everyone was accounted for, and a great surge by the offensive line.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 23. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Badgley on for the extra point. And the lead is now 24. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Play action. Now it's locked. Joey Bosa able to record his 5th sack of the season.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down. Here we go with McCaffrey, and I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop it?
That's a bump.
They did. Yeah. Christian McCaffrey unable to get to the marker, and the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Just like that.
Now Eckler. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident, aggressive, attacking at all times. This looks like a team that you're going to have to deal with. And guess what? Behind closed doors, they're trying to figure out ways to get better.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On 1st and 10, here's Locke. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Joey Bosa in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Another try after the first down sack. Locke. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And now the punt team couldn't get ready in time, and this is going to be a delay. Here's the Panthers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. This is taken at the 15. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When you go to the backup, let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. And they take a knee. Well, plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for the home team here, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. So for Charleston...